Okay, it's time for some updates. Hey guys, this is Jules with True Crime Reactions. Disclaimer, everything stated in this video is my opinion and my opinion only. And just like everything else in these cases we discuss here on this channel, everything is alleged. A few days ago, I brought you the story of a missing woman out of Waukegan, Illinois, whose name is Megan Boss. There wasn't a lot of information, but a viewer reached out to me because Megan is one of her friends and she misses her and she's very worried about her. Well, I received a letter from Megan's mom, Miss Jennifer, on Facebook yesterday. So I told her that I would read the letter and do an update on today's video. And hopefully this maybe will bring somebody's memory back, because we have a location, a time frame. We have the fact that she was messaging someone before she took off. Let's go ahead and get into this letter update. Hello, I'm Megan's mom. I first want to thank you for airing this, and also whoever messaged you about my daughter. We love and miss her very much and are desperately searching for her without much luck. Your daughter's friend's very worried about her as well. This has been a very frustrating, confusing, and terrifying time for us. It is hard to update you because there have been no new facts to move us forward in our search for her. I want to clarify, it was not Antioch police, but my own mistake in the initial description. I hadn't seen Megan much while she was in treatment. I knew she had put on a lot of weight, and in my distress when I reported her missing, I just guessed. Not knowing where she has been all of this time, her weight still may be inaccurate, as she may have lost weight since she disappeared. That's true. There are now several detectives working on this case, and they, along with several Lake County police departments, have been diligent in their efforts to find my daughter. That's good. I'm glad that they seem to be actually paying attention. There are plans for another press release soon. At this point, she could be anywhere, so we are hoping for some farther-reaching social media and news outlets to pick up her story. I'm really hoping some more mainstream people pick this up, because there was maybe like 2 or 3 that sort of like just announced the story on their local news, and then they just, moved on with their lives. We really are asking everyone, no matter how far away, to please help us find her. You guys share this no matter where you live, because you honestly just do not know where they could possibly ever end up. Regarding the events before she left that parking lot on the night of February 19th, I have spoken to both people she was with that night, and their accounts of the time they spent with her on the 19th seems to be credible to me. We would, of course, like to confirm the events and pin down exact times, but due to the amount of time that passed between the night she disappeared and when I reported her missing, video footage of that parking lot on that night has not been located yet. We would like to ask anyone who lives in the area of Grand Avenue and Buttrick in Waukegan, Illinois, to please check any security or doorbell cameras for any recording on February 19th and 20th between 6 p.m. and 2 a.m. So February 19th at 6 p.m. through February 20th at 2 o'clock in the morning, basically at bar close. Now, when I took you guys on Google Maps and showed you guys this area, there were businesses. There was a bar, a liquor store, a couple other buildings, but there were also houses. Several houses right there, like on the main road. I wonder if they had cameras. But if there are detectives working on this, I'm going to assume they went to those houses and knocked and asked. Hopefully so. I have been told that one friend has gone inside the bar, but Megan was still outside in the car with the other friend. The car battery had died, and that friend wanted to go in, but Megan didn't. She either made or received a phone call, said she would be back, and left the parking lot on foot. We do not know who she was talking to, who she was going to meet or where, or if that person picked her up in a vehicle. There was a text message later from Megan's phone to her friend that I believe was from her. It is possible it was someone else sending the text on her phone. The text said that she was about to be on her way back. I believe someone had to have seen her or spent time with her after she left the parking lot and before that last text. I would agree. Where are they? Who are they? How has Megan just vanished without leaving a single clue? Now, again, with all of the detectives working the case, I'm hoping that they went and pulled her cellular data. Like, I know that it was about a month in between this 19th and the date in March that she was actually reported missing, but there would still be a lot of really important data, especially call history, text messages, anything regarding conversations that she had in that time frame, even after she walked away, would still be there. We still haven't had anyone come forward who has had any kind of contact with her after the night of February 19th. It appears appears her phone may have been off since that night, and we haven't found any online activity, so she hasn't been on any social media. We really hope we can find someone with camera footage or knowledge of where she might have gone. She was wearing black leggings and a black winter jacket with fur around the hood. She may have had a colored scarf on and was wearing black boots, also trimmed with fur. We have been able to track most of her day on February 19th, and she had visited or spoken to several friends. It appears that her behavior and communication were much like any other day, so nothing out of the ordinary. Not even any sort of indication that she might have relapsed either. That's a good sign, though. Yes, Megan has indeed struggled with addiction. She really spiraled when her brother passed away 5 years ago from a traumatic head injury. I can just imagine. I want people to see her addiction as a symptom of a larger problem, not a definition of who she is. It's basically like a way for people to cope with massive depression. She is loving and giving and compassionate. Although she seemed reserved to many people, she was confident and outgoing and living out loud when surrounded by people she knew and cared for. She avoided, if she could, unfamiliar places, unfamiliar situations, and being surrounded by people she didn't know. Yeah, me too. I just can't imagine any possible scenario in which Megan would just take off on her own, cutting off all of her family and friends and deserting her daughter, whom she loves so much and who she was also trying to get clean and sober for. She was working towards a better life, and somewhere in the middle of treatment, finally felt it was possible to live a life that was not directed by her addiction. I really hope that the people will not judge her for the life that she's been living and instead understand how much she had worked in the past months to change that life. She was becoming a new version of herself, one with hope and belief in herself. All anyone has to do is compare her profile picture as she looked before to the pictures of her now. It's the first time in a long time I've seen her happy and healthy and really looking forward to the future. We are very proud of her and the goals she had set for herself as she healed. I just hope she has the chance to do those things. We miss her and love her and need her to be back where she belongs. We need everyone, everywhere, to please help us find her. Thank you so very much for bringing attention to her story. Sincerely, Megan's mom, Jennifer. And I'm going to have over in the community tab the most updated flyer. This is apparently the one that was passed out on Sunday whenever a bunch of people met up to pass them around and try to get some information. So this is most likely the one that they would like for you guys to share out as much as you possibly can. Now, there's going to be a GoFundMe set up for some sort of reward pretty soon. She told me that she didn't think she was going to have everything ready to go by the time I was done recording this video and ready to put out the update. So I told her, no problem, whenever it was ready, to let me know, and I will post the link completely separately. And if there's anything else that she would like me to put out there, to let me know, and I'll have no problem doing so. But that's it for the updates so far. I will let you guys know as soon as there's anything else. And don't forget to go over to the community tab and grab the flyer so that you guys can share it out. Hopefully we can get this family some answers, and soon. But that's it. If you like the way that I present this information and give my opinion, please don't forget to leave a like on the way out. Subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed already. And please don't forget to make sure that that notification bell is set to all so you don't miss any of my rants, reviews, reactions, updates, or deep dives. See y'all.